Good morning, comrades, and after like a very stormy day yesterday, it is definitely a good morning so far for me, apart from people who cannot park where like the parking services, people will give you out fines where you need them. I'm going to Holland now because I need to get vaccinated, because for a reason that you will find out in a couple of weeks, hopefully, probably, I have to go to Africa, and with that comes some precautions. How many of you do I need to stop by somewhere? Or no, I will make it to Holland. Cool. Already over 10,000 kilometers in roughly 2 months. I think I should make like a short review, like a review on this car, because I actually pretty much like it as a daily. But first, let's get to Holland and get my arm stabbed. Poor Audi. Whoop, whoop, it's the sound of the police. Okay, and yeah, it's Dutch police, so this means I have already arrived in Holland. And as a matter of fact, I've already been to GGD, which is like a Dutch health institution. Basically very easy. Why am I in Holland? Well, if I'm in Nürburg, well, because my mom lives in Holland, I could combine that, and etc, etc. But anyway, going to Africa for a test drive of a car. Shouldn't be saying much more than that. A country where you need to be extra careful regarding health, and thereby get vaccinated against a couple of things like yellow fever and hepatitis A, and thereby, yeah, there we have it. So I hope you can see it here, and another arm as well. No, I'm not flexing. Anyway, very easy, a very convenient way of getting an appointment, and actually you just fill out the country that you're going to, and they say, okay, this and this you need to get done as a prevention. So long story short, so since I got like 2 vaccines, this was like roughly, one is like, I don't know which one of 2 is which. One is more expensive, but whatever, health is above everything. And then a couple of things, because like the against diarrhea if it gets very bad, hopefully not, and then against mosquitoes because malaria can be a thing as well, and then a couple of other things as well. So in total 120 euros already, but again, safety before everything. For the rest, I don't know what's gonna happen today. Yeah, you know, Holland is it. You know what? Let's go to my mom probably, because last time I was there, I was like going through my old stuff, and I found a lot of cool stuff that I actually wanted to show you and tell about. It's kind of a memory, personal thing. So probably this vlog gonna be like titled as a personal vlog. I don't know. So let's do that. Yeah. Okay. So I think it's time. It's gonna be like kind of a Q&A video, but I'm gonna show you the stuff that I found at my mom's attic, which is going to give you like insight into my past. So it's kind of a really personal thing, but a lot of it I really wanted to share with you. And who knows, maybe this stuff gonna get lost at someday, and it's gonna be just a personal reminder for me. So first, get here those boxing gloves, because I actually used to be pretty active in boxing. Although never competed in professional level or anything. You can probably compare it to the way I'm doing now, the car stuff. I'm not competing, but I'm very active in the car world. Although we hopefully gonna start racing soon. I did it for about 3 years, but very enthusiastically, until a point that I was even teaching like a troubled youth from the local community. This is a dyno sheet of one of my scooters, 23.3 horsepower. That's quite a lot, I must say, for if a scooter only weighs like 50 kilograms. Well, then it's like 80 kilograms me on top of it. It's quite a good horsepower to weight ratio. Speaking of scooters, for some reason there's still my old exhaust, and this is actually lots of weights for the transmission of the scooter. So if you need to like to set it up, and also like different, not injectors, but for the carburetor, rather than the right word at this moment. DEFCON 1, 2012, one of the last hardstyle EDM festivals I've visited, and the last up until now is the one of last year, January, I believe, when I went to hard base, and I'm very much planning to do so again this year. Is there anything else we got here? Oh my god, starting numbers for time attack. Look at that sticker dump. That's the way the Blackfish graphics used to be called back in the days. It's probably for my Subaru. Speaking of Subaru, throttle body, because at some point I bought another intake manifold, which came with different throttle body. What else do we have? Flipperplay.com, because I used to ride the motorcycle and I decided, well, to be a real bad boy, or I would say even douchebag, to buy something like that. But as you can see, at least it never got installed. So there's that. Another radiator for the drag racing scooter, really lightweight. In case someone still has my old Subaru, still have the keys. I never used the keys in the first place anyway, because it had like the full ignition, different ignitions. Oh, okay. So, well, the address doesn't matter anymore, so you can like spam it, whatever. It's not personal, but Stichting the Saints, which means the Saints Foundation, because we used to run a very big scooter club. Was probably the biggest in Holland, by the way, back at the time. So, and like I said, I'm still kind of like, it's kind of itching, so don't be surprised if I build something fast next year, but we'll see about that. Is there anything else in this box? If anyone is into scooters, you might remember those. It's like Scooter Attack, Thread to Head, another transmission part. I also had like another bag here somewhere. Oh yeah, here, with some shitty Habo clutch. I don't even know why I'm keeping this, but, and then the best part, and this is from my high school, when I was, how old I was, and I was in the second grade, so it must have been 2004, I guess, so 14 years ago. Then I was 14, probably. And here's like some evaluation stuff, which was actually very funny. Kind of want to share it with you guys. So, 14-year-old Misha, the question is, how's it going to be at home? At home is going to be okay because I'll have enough money. Well, the reality is, it's just, I was pretty poor back then, I would say. I was not spoiled or anything, so I was focusing on getting, well, and doing my utter best to get good education, good job, and eventually, because I thought that the money was limitation to many things. As of today, I think it's, of course, it makes things easier to do things, certain things with money, but it's not the most important thing in life. Another fun part is like, how many people are you going to be at home? How is your family looking like? How going to be alone? Well, that's a bit different as of now as well. Something from my university still. Not interesting. Not going to be bothering you with that. Ha! The very first computer game I've bought in Holland, or actually my mom bought it when we moved from Russia to Holland. It even has the price in guldens or florins or however you want to call it. It was pretty awesome. I played it for a long time. They even have like Empire Earth 2, but I never got to play that. It's funny how everything went from big massive box to just like a small CD, or actually nowadays not even CD, you just buy everything off Steam. 6-hour moped cross. I participated with that. And yeah, there was a Le Mans start, and we bought a scooter with a friend of mine. I had zero practice, which was pretty funny. And I decided just like to compete with that, and after like half an hour I was completely exhausted and dropped that, and for the other 3 or 4 hours my friend drove, and after 4 hours we gave up, and eventually we still ended up on like, I believe, 5th place out of, I believe, 30 people, because there were a lot more people like us who just came unprepared. But nowadays, yeah, I guess the key saying is like, failing to prepare is preparing to fail. That's pretty interesting. It's like the first offer for building Impreza for the engine for my racing Impreza. It's funny that how much it has changed, because this is the very first one. It says 2.5 liter here, but eventually we went 2.2 with 2.5 crankshaft, and eventually so it became 2.35, and from 500 horsepower we got 705 horsepower. That's how things went out. I still will have probably at some point a project car, but we'll see about that. What else do I have? My first racing license. This is, by the way, my student address, so for people, for concerned people who are gonna tell me in the comments like, hey, you showed your address in your video. This is like where I used to live in Tilburg when I was studying in Tilburg University. So again, feel free to spam that address. Homework, Monopoly, network. Not about student time. That was enough. Racing engine, racing fuel tank for the racing scooter. Very small. Got it out. This is my very first mod to a car. Audio system. Yep, because that's very important to have good audio. I actually remember like the racing license that I was getting. I was playing like loud music through it with a massive subwoofer, which is pretty funny to look back into, but now I have definitely other priorities regarding modifying cars. And then some business cases from the university time. Not gonna bother you with that either. CD pack. What's in there? Oh my god. Memories. Awesome. The cylinder. Probably something special. What is it? It's Polini Evo, probably. Yeah, Polini Evo for Piaggio, because I used to have a Zip SP, and it's specially tuned by twins. If you're from Holland, you probably know that it's like something special from back in the days. Nowadays still, and they're definitely gonna, well, if I'm gonna build a scooter, they're definitely gonna be the people who I'm going to go to finish that, so hopefully next year. Some other scooter parts, the cylinder head with the very expensive spark plug. Very expensive, I mean like 12 euros probably, maybe even close to 20, whereas like a stock scooter are like around 3 or 4, so you could say that it was like a big thing back in the days. Intake, yeah, let's not bother you with scooter stuff. However, a custom-made, homemade Texler, I think it's like Texalium, which is like aluminum and carbon fiber. Because like, remember we still have the Koenigsegg Trevita, which is basically the same material, and this is something I made in the basement. Yeah, pretty funny. How to learn Italian, because I used to work for 3 years in an Italian restaurant, and I realized that learning Italian would be easier to communicate with the people there instead of trying to talk Dutch with them, because nobody did. Well, at least like the people in the kitchen who I was working with. That's pretty much it, I guess. I'm pretty sure I can find some more stuff. Here's some kitties for you if you want to. But for now, that's pretty much it. If you want to see more of this, like this type of videos in the future, let me know. But for now, let's go do other stuff. Okay, yeah, and that's about it. Sudden jump fast forward to Apex. I guess since this was a personal vlog, just let me know in the comments if you have any questions for the next Q&A. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you later. Bye bye. Good morning, comrades, and welcome to Namibia, where we are going to test the new Audi e-tron.